Well, guys, I'm back with another video. Back with Pirates of the Caribbean, viewing the third movie, the end of the original trilogy. Yep. Jack's story continues in the next two films. This was actually the end of the original trilogy. 4 and 5 were very not good movies. So basically, it took years for the fourth movie to come out, I think. So, again, I don't know why, I just can't get into this series. And I heard 4 and 5 aren't that great movies. Maybe I'll look it up too. Still, I did like the climax, and even did feel good for these characters. Unless we'll kind of get good endings. We're gonna sadness about them. And Jack kind of doesn't really have an ending because honestly, they did plan to make more films focused on Jack. Just make 8 more next movies standalone. Not about that idea, and standalone films. It allows them not to have a continuous story and just focus on one movie. That's a shame it just never turned out great. But this is getting late. I can still play like Pirates of the Caribbean. I can just play up to when I get up to level 2, when I get up to about the second film. And maybe up tomorrow also watching the fourth movie. Listen, I found a channel where you can actually watch some episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! In Japanese. I said some, not all. So, do. So the film was sort of an execution of pirates, including a young boy. Wow. And by the way, the guy's name was Beckley, not Beck. So I kind of got that wrong. Yeah. Also, the pirates chant some type of song while being killed. As you can tell. And we got to sometime. They cut to Singapore. See Elizabeth. Kind of two men working for Yin now, I think his name is. About so they meet their leader. Well, the other rest of the crew are basically busy doing some. Basically, got basically a backup in case things go wrong. The reason is here for that's it's because they here to rescue Will was captured by him a long time ago. They should make a deal. Learn that the there are pirate lords across the world. 9 of them. Jack Sparrow being one of them. The mission is to rescue him and gain his item because he never passed it on. So it confirms Jack is dead. Like Davy Jones's locker is basically a term of hell for a lot of people. Maybe the pirate version of hell. And Ling Yao finds that one of those guys is a poser. But it turns out he's not working with them. Not one of Barbosa's men. No. It turns out he's actually a spy by the British government. But basically, ever since taking control of Davy Jones, has gone on conquering the entire world. It's weird how we never met the king. I want centuries this take place in, like, exact year. I keep thinking. So, sorry. It is all fight between the three. Where Will makes a deal, you know. Not knowing it's been overheard by one of Beckley's men. And with some of Yinnao's men working on the Black Belt sails off. They're finding a way to Davy Jones's locker. Was one of the former reporters but about saying not to tell Elizabeth's dad for now. Don't want him rushing over to Singapore. So it seems Elizabeth and Will are both on the run because of how Beckley took over. I can't really think. I'm sorry, but I don't think I see Beckley much as a villain. I don't even think he's even appeared in the first movie. Also, another character in the first movie makes an appearance, James, one who loved Elizabeth. He was trying to propose to her before she fell off the introduction to Jack. So Jack, not that. So. So, yeah. Gamma ran away to Davy Jones's locker. Yes. That's where we cut to Jack, who's gone crazy around the time he spent there. Again, I don't think it showed tell us how much time passed since the last film. Obviously, some time had passed, but how much? A year, a couple months? You know, let me know in the comments, because we did say it, I probably didn't pay attention. So, after that, we... Anyway, meet Jack. Normally she thinks they're hallucinations. But actually, it's when they're real. It also reveals to everyone that it was Elizabeth responsible for getting him killed in the first place. You can see in this film, even though Jack does some things typical Jack way, later in the film you can tell he cares. Like his voice for one of the main characters later. I'm not going to spoil it yet, in case you haven't seen it. If you are interested in watching the films, I recommend you go watch it on Disney Plus. Bit of an easier. If you don't like it, that's fine. You don't have that way. You don't have to get the Blu-rays. I don't hate the films, but I don't know. I just can't get into it. Sadly, I don't know. I could get into it. I go into some other franchises. I go into Indiana Jones. I've been a Star Wars fan for years. Harry Potter. Even going to the Lord of the Rings. Granted, I made the rewatch those on Blu-ray to actually see if I actually do like them properly. I did like watching them, but I just kept paying attention to the freaking time. It's over 3 hours long. So, yeah, half of me to pay attention to that. So I watch it without reviewing it. So no, we did review it. So I can enjoy watching it. You know, I only watch it using DVD quality though. Oof. I need to get Blu-ray quality, that's for the theatrical editions. I also need to watch the extended versions too. Oh god. That was really tough to get. Also, some of the Lego games are now more expensive, even though they've been out for years. Prices don't justify the amount of content they have. Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, DC Supervillains. They cost like 40 to 50 quid. When I think it's just, which is because some of the other Lego games are cheaper. Like, I think it was cheaper on other consoles. I don't remember. I don't know why it's so expensive there. I gotta talk about that. So, since Jack ends up joining them, and how him and Barbossa's interactions are a little funny. Yes, Barbossa's basically in charge here. You know, Jack does not like it. Also, he actually was dead prior. He was revived by a woman known as Callisto. She's the woman we met in the last film, whose name I can't remember. There's a little spoiler here, but she's also a type of god. Yeah. Well, Bert should apply their power over Davy Jones, or Beckley displaces power. Displaces power. And Gary trying to figure out to leave. That's what the best part of that. Whereas with two other talk, this reveals that understand figures out that Will misunderstand the whole film player being she likes Jack. Not in a million years. Anyway, she ends up seeing her father crossing down. Now, they're still in Davy Jones's locker. It's just when he's dead. Killed. He was murdered. Off screen. You think something more important would be shown, at least? You think something like that was shown? Like, what was the reason behind it in the first place? That's my old gripe. We're not even shown on to the point of the plan to be killed. Like, it just happens not too long after, a little bit later after the scene where you hear saying early. Oh. Jack's still a little nuts. Not spending so much time in Davy Jones's locker as he is hallucinating small versions of himself on his shoulders. But he's like a devil and angel. Like, with the devil trying to convince Jack to take the opportunity to sail the seas for all eternity. Maybe doing this process, Jack ends up figuring out how to escape. And they manage to do it. So they get head to an island next. When they're ambushed by Ling Yao's men, basically betray them, selling out to Beckley. But he do end up taking Elizabeth because of Barbossa's long manipulation, because she's the human form of the goddess Callisto. Well, imagine, oh yeah, it's that woman we met in the last film, one psychic. So yeah, Becky just ends up making a deal with Jack, but we don't know what it is. And a commotion happens thanks to attacks, allowing Jack to escape. Look at that, Jack. Yeah. And how he gets back on the ship is actually pretty crazy and cool. Uses a cannon to blast a rope, right, to basically to help speed up his swim to get to the other ship. That's the best I can describe it. It is fucking cool. I gotta admit. My favorite part of the film is the climax. The action, all the action is great. So Jack, okay. And the commotion, Ling Yang was killed, and he ends up making Elizabeth the captain as a catcher by Davy Jones's men. Well, Jack and Will have a scuffle, but Will gets pushed over. And he does say, "I hate him." And he bet he hates you too, as he double crossed him earlier. I forgot to mention that actually, because he just wants to win his father back. Not knowing that if he does that, so he might become the vice cap. Elizabeth could become the vice captain. I don't know. He said he'll lose Elizabeth. It's just but Becky means that will become the vice captain if he frees his father. So after that, they cut to big conversation with Chase. Eventually, he decides to free her. She's not choosing his side, but of course, of his life, sacrificing himself to rescue Elizabeth. I would care, but he's barely appeared. Like, we're supposed to feel something care about this guy, but he doesn't appear much. So we can't get a sense of his character much. Dragon has been a while since we watched the first film, but we haven't seen him much in the first film. So, yeah, I kind of got him mixed up with Beckley. That's my bad. Why the British government's always going to wear those fucking wigs? Like, why the bloody wigs in the first place? I don't fucking get it. Glad times have changed. Granted, I'm not from Britain-ish. Well, I'm not from England. I'm from Wales. Yeah, I don't speak Welsh. Wait, do I actually sound British? I don't understand myself sometimes. I mean, by me as like, I can't really tell how I speak and stuff. Like, do I sound British? I know it's a silly question, but I just want to know. Because there's a lot of American television sometimes, and some family members say I end up speaking American sometimes. End up saying some things with an American-like accent. Unintentionally. Sup, dudes? Yeah. I do it sometimes, but, on topic anyway. Jack proposes to arrest the Black Pearl crew. To a meeting with pirates all over the world to get the islands. Leslie shows up there too a little bit later as a pirate. As you learn that Will was making a deal with Beckley again, so as bar and stuff. Barbossa used to love Calypso before she betrayed him. But see, he betrayed her. I love Barbossa. Calypso was locked up anyway. She's dangerous, and she replaced Barbossa. Ruby breaks the curse on him and showing his human side for the first time. Actually, they let Elizabeth become the Pirate King. I mean, see, isn't that a pirate? I think it's Jack's dad. He looks a bit like him. The style's kind of similar. And Jack mentions, how's Mum doing? It's just as nice as Dad. Should have known that there is, because they do look similar. I can't even tell if he's played by Depp or not. Or doesn't actually look similar. Or just a lot of prosthetic makeup. We can mention the first video, but Depp does a good job doing a British accent. It's quite good. Granted, I'm not good at telling that stuff apart. So take that with a grain of salt. That's very true, and everyone handling all the items. Don't go out for war. The deal was for Jack to sell all his pirate comrades, all the world leaders. Of course, we know Beckley was on the deal anyway. He's that type of person who doesn't keep his word. Typical villain shit. So, they're not treating Jack for well. As Elizabeth vows to kill Beckley for her father's death. You really don't know how against the pirate war. Where Jack's a prisoner aboard Davy Jones' ship. As you know, in the commotion of the fights, he managed to escape and take the heart. Of course, they have a cool action fight against Davy Jones. With Will and Elizabeth actually get married on the ship during the fight. Actually, will go over to Davy Jones' ship. Right? Well, Jack does have a heart. Will ends up being stabbed and dying. Ends up dying. And Jack's face then when Will gets stabbed. The expression, shocked, and shows signs of concern. You know, he double crosses people. He's not a bad person. It's a pirate life not to trust people. And it's a habit to break. A hard habit to break. As yeah, he's a pirate through and through, but pirates don't really trust other pirates. Unless you're a straw hat. Unless you wear a straw hat. But yeah. Like I said in the previous review, if a Pirate 6 does come out, I bet you the Japanese release will put a collaboration poster with One Piece. As Ghostbusters Frozen Empire did out Down the Line back in 2024. So it's a common thing to do that with specific series, like Shueisha collaborated with movie companies, for the Japanese film releases. It's an iconic character, so be interested. Imagine seeing Jack and Lola's art style. That'd be quite different. Yeah. A Moonshot Bill regains his senses and finds out Davy Jones. Jack actually has an idea. Using Will stabs the heart. Stabs Davy Jones' heart, killing him. That means making Will down to the ship. The new captain of the Flying Dutchman. As he's supposed to take this boat to the ship. But again, you really see Jack's good side here, good part of nature in a way. He actually does care about them in his own way. I don't like how Jack just shows up with expressions, not dialogue. Because you can really see it on Jack's face. That's good acting. Okay. So it looks like they're all going to die, but they won't give up. With Elizabeth's speech in hand. Well, Will comes up now, captain of the Flying Dutchman. They destroy Beckley's ship. Most of them are dead or float. As basically Beckley goes down with the ship like a true captain. And he's dead. He's killed. He got it out. As he wasn't even plan on a deal anyway. So the type of guy he is. But now that Will's bound by Dutchman, means he won't be able to see Elizabeth again. As he'll be bound to everyone see for all eternity. Just like his father in a way. Pirate. Well, also had a nice moment to give us. As Will gives her his heart to take care of. I give my heart to you, dear Elizabeth. Obviously, wasn't meaning that literally at the time, but no, it's become literal. So it's a really sad, happy moment for the characters, as they loved each other but can no longer can't probably be together because of that. Yeah. And of course, Barbossa steals the Black Pearl. Jack and Gib stranded. Well, Jack and Gib say their goodbyes to each other, and Jack got his last laugh anyway, as he stole the back for the Belt of the Youth, which sets up the next movie. And Jack's seen on a small old dinghy, similar to well, he had a bigger boat, I think, in the first film. Not ship big, but a bit bigger than the dinghy. Yes. In a way, how else is the direction in the first film? So again, that's supposed to obviously just bookend the story. Or giving Jack's story more open-ended in case they want to come back to it, which they did, but it didn't turn out good. So, thank you guys for watching. If you want my content, please thumbs up button. Want to see more, subscribe to the channel, do it in the future. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on Stranger Tides. I will plan to review the 5th film. I may even review along Indiana Jones 5. Get that off my bucket list. About time to cover that too. So, I'm also going to do the prequel trilogy and the sequel trilogy of Star Wars. Also covering the other Star Wars films and get those on Blu-ray. So, thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow for on Stranger Tides. Cybermaster out.